Sports.
Now, I haven't been here long, but in the time I have been here, I've realized something magic happens at Lambeau Field when it starts to get cold. And when you add Mike McCarthy's return to Green Bay with the Cowboys into it, you've got yourself a recipe for something special. Now, no scoring in the first quarter of the game today, so to the second we go. Dak Prescott finding CeeDee Lamb. There would be no silencing this Lamb today, but more on that in a few, because what's that chant I'm hearing? Is it Rudy, Rudy, Rudy? Rudy Ford with the first of two first-half interceptions to keep the Cowboys out of Club 6. Ford had just one pick in his career coming in. So Uncle Mo's with the pack now. Can they take advantage? Aaron Rodgers racking up some air miles, and Christian Watson, redemption, hauls it in for the 58-yard score. Gotta feel good for the kid as he ties the game. Green and Gold's defense gets a stop, so they get the ball again. And Aaron Jones, look at all this space for activities. The ode to beast mode as he goes in. Jones, 24 carries, 138 yards. And that score today, Cowboys able to get it back, though. Prescott to Dalton Schultz to make it 14 all at the break. And everyone is feeling pretty good at this point. Then special teams. After an Amari Rodgers muff punt, Tony Pollard makes him pay. 115 in that score for him today. Then someone should probably be on the lam. CeeDee with 35 of his 150 and his second touchdown on the next drive. Cue the disappointment, but wait just a minute. 4th and 7, Rodgers to Watson again, this time from 39 yards out. And hold up, they're in this thing. In fact, more than that, same score, 2.5 left. Bison's big day continues. Elementary, my dear Watson. Touchdown 3, 107 yards on the day, and cue the journey. The believing hasn't stopped, especially in overtime when the Packers defense comes up huge on 4th down to get the ball back to Aaron Rodgers, who finished 14 of 20 for 224 yards and set up Mason Crosby for the walk-off 28-yard field goal. And the losing streak comes to a close at 5. Packers in an instant classic, 31-28 over the Cowboys. Matt LaFleur on the emotional win that ended the Pack's 5-game losing streak.
I know for myself, I mean, it was hard not to get emotional after that game. Where we've been, I mean, that's a long stretch. Felt like forever ago since we've won a game. And just to see the joy when we walked in that locker room was, it was pretty special because it was genuine. And I'm just, again, so proud of just their ability to continue to believe in themselves and one another.
I mean, there could not be a better game to talk about back in front of a live audience at Dale's Weston Lanes. Couldn't have asked for anything better. We've also got a great guest, too. Samori Toure joins the show, and we certainly hope you will, too. Things get going at 6:30 out at Dale's. And finally, it's time for top plays. Now, there may be fewer teams this week, but I assure you the plays are just as good as ever.
Top 5 Plays of the Week is brought to you by Maher Water Corporation. What's in your water?
Just 2 teams left playing this week, so to the winners go the spoils of top plays. Number 5 at Stratford, Braden Schiller to a wide-open Gavin Leonard. Judges give him a 6 for the landing. Number 4 in the 8-man state championship game, it's QB Connor Crock carrying it on the keep and crossing the covered goal line in the cold for the Cards. All right, alliteration aside, back to the level 4 playoffs where the eye of this Tiger was on scoring. Kohler Kilty from 15 yards out in OT to take the lead. And only 2 things could top that. One being Braden Schiller committing some QB on QB crime, snagging the game-sealing interception to get Stratford to the state championship game. And the other is the senior connection. Connor Crock pitched perfect to Thomas Bates, and the song they're singing is We Are the Champions as Newman wins their 2nd straight state title, sending the seniors out on top.